yeah, we're just curious. Where did it all start, and how did you get started in sports cards?
Yeah, for me, it started when I was a kid, to be honest. It was one of those things where, you get a little allowance money or your birthday comes around and you just walk to the local card shop. We had a shop. I remember had to be living in Maryland at the time. And, there was a card shop that me and my brother, we'd walk to. We walked to like a gas station, to buy like a Gatorade or something like that. And then the card shop was nearby. So if we had a little spare change or it's crazy that you could buy with spare change before,
I
but
know.
but
Right now it doesn't match. It
I
doesn't
know,
match
right?
in
It's
today's.
not
You can
right.
get no spare change.
Gotta break the
You gotta,
bank.
Not unless you're gonna buy like Houston or in a
right.
PYT.
But yeah, so we would just go to the shop, buy a couple packs of cards and like open them as we're walking back home, and that was like our conversation starters, and just trading with my brother and things like that, or bringing them to school. But definitely that was probably perfect timing because that was like 95, 96. So like the peak for me was really the 96 class. So, I was lucky my brother went to my parents' storage unit and found all my old cards. So, it's basically Iverson, Kobe, Ray
Right.
Allen, that batch
Great
that really
class.
got it started for me. And probably was really locked in on it for about 3 or 4 years when I was younger. I think stopped at like around Baron Davis and like Steve Francis that time, Elton Brand. But I think like a lot of people kind of fell out of touch with it. I just got caught up in, growing up a little bit and getting into your own stuff.
Right.
But naturally the pandemic, I think, you know, just allotted a lot more mental space and free time
Exactly. Yeah.
and realized it was still a thing. Like I was hyped. Like I remember coming across, can't remember who posted or I saw something online. I was like, man, I think I have that card. I think that, you know what I mean? And get your
Yeah,
mind
yeah,
going.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just been fun. It's been a fun, you know, granted everything else that's been going on in the world, it's been fun to really jump back into the hobby. The community's awesome. Like I think that's really what really tied me in was the community, man. It's a good space, real a lot of positivity for the
Right.
most part.
Right. Okay, you touched upon going through your old storage.
Yeah.
Do you recall like any hidden gems, or when you saw like it was in your old storage and you were like, oh wow, like this costs a lot, or like was there any like memory attached when you were able to dig up your old storage?
Yeah, probably the biggest because like naturally we had like a lot of base level stuff, Iverson, Kobe, like the names that I said, but I forgot that I had pulled. I think I pulled it. It wasn't my brother, but I vividly remember ripping and getting a Penny Hardaway UD3. Like, remember the season ticket? I think it was that
Mm,
97? I want to say it was 97, 98. The UD3, like, season ticket. It looks like Contenders basically now. It
right.
was the season ticket on card auto, like hollow.
Ooh.
But we had it, like, we found the binder, like all our old binders. And then, we had a stack of, they weren't even top loaders. It was like the screw
Mm,
down
Screw that.
old
cases.
school.
Yeah, the old golly, like the screws were super rusted, but then like everything
Yeah.
else was clean. But yeah, that was the biggest, like kind of, I think it was maybe a couple $1,000 at the most, but just to think like we were
Right.
Yeah.
kids. I remember going to
Right.
look at the Beckett, and Beckett probably had it like maybe $40 and $50, but that was probably one of the cool, like most unique cards because I haven't seen a lot of them, the UD3.
Yeah.
I think it was UD3 season ticket. I think that's what it was called.
Mm. Do you what was the condition? Do you
I
like,
mean,
is it still
I
pretty
wasn't able
good?
to send it to get graded. I think I don't know what my brother, one of my brothers. I'm the oldest of five, so
Okay.
the youngest I think took control of that one and probably ended up selling it. But
Oh,
yeah, we weren't
oh
able
man.
to. weren't able to get it graded or anything, but it looked like, honestly,
Looked good?
I remember when I saw the card, I was like, it brought me right back to ripping it. I remember opening it in the store, like me and my brother in the store, and opened it, and I think we got the case right then and there, so it never left the case.
Ooh, so it's still pretty good condition.
Pristine.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Pristine.
Nice. Because like talking to a lot of people who, you know, maybe started young and then got back in the hobby and then digging up old binders and stuff, usually the condition's pretty bad since no one really took care of them, you know, back then as much as they do today.
Yeah,
But
we definitely
cool.
had a couple of binders filled with like the whole like back-to-back sleeve, like pockets, like back-to-back cards that are stuck together now. There were some hurtful moments during those, going through those.
Sure.
Thank you so much for watching. If you dig that video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And last but not least, don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any video.